Gyro Zeppeli, Gyro Zeppeli. The end of the first stage sees the birth of a new king.
To the victor goes 10,000 American dollars at a 1-hour time bonus and 100 points. The winner of the first stage is Gyro Zeppeli!
In second, the one and only fast runner Sandman. In third, the careless black comet Pocoloco. Wait, Diego Brando?
The judges are discussing the recent turn of events. And so, because of the fucker, we are rejudging the placements. The deliberation continues. The decision of 5 judges combined with the evidence from the new camera technology will be used to determine the winner. Please wait a little while. The other racers approach the goal. The steel ball run is using the point system. First place is awarded 100 points, second 50 points, third 40 points, and so on. The racers are awarded points until the 21st racer. The goal of the race is in New York. On the way there are 9 stages, and the points leader at the end of these 9 stages will be named the winner.
Why? I'm supposed to be the guy we wanted in 5 billion kind of luck. Why did I lose to that guy? This just ain't right.
Ideo. So I wasn't first. I'm not first. Fuck. That guy from the country.
Help yourself to the water. How about food? Do you want some?
Is this the guy I saw at the starting point? He's different though.
The food and drinks are free for the participants.
I'll take it.
Okay, all of you sponsors. It's the end of the first stage, so I prepared some expensive French champagne. Today's race ends here. We'll camp here tonight. The second stage will follow tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Mr. Steele, I have information on Gyro Zeppeli's background. Immigration has his information. He departed Genova, Italy in May and arrived in this country on May 22nd.
So he's a damn illegal, you're telling me. You're saying he's not human, so he's an alien then.
Far from it. His ship was neither an immigrant ship nor a cargo ship. Gyro entered this country on a ship owned by some royal family in Europe.
Alien royalty? So what does this mean?
Like a government's VIP or wealthy person, why would a wealthy person participate in this race? Some might ask that question. Anyway, why don't you ask Zeppeli directly? Who are you?
His race application was blank. If he is a foreigner, why is he hiding in the background? Even if we ask him, he might not answer. The second stage is a long-distance, 1,200 kilometer portion of the race. From the next stage on, we'll take bets of who will be in first place nationwide. Find out Zeppeli's information. Got it?
Anytime.
Alright! The results are in! I will announce them. By deliberation, Gyro Zeppeli was in first place, but because he disrupted Sandman during the race, he will incur a penalty. He is unable to get first place in this round. I will repeat, as reported by the judge in the air balloon, Gyro Zeppeli disrupted the race with some kind of weapon. It occurred at the 13,000 meter mark, around the end of the downhill point of the race. That's why Gyro Zeppeli has been lowered 20 places as a penalty.
A weapon?
Second place will be raised to first.
What? Demoted?
Rising in the rank is Sandman. That is the decision. The winner of the first stage is Sandman. Second will be Diego Brando. He was slowed down at the Dried River, remember, since he is the prince of horse racing in England. He closed the gap right before the goal line, as expected. Third will be Pocoloco.
Yes! Lucky! I beat people like Gyro!
Your attention, please! Mountain Tim is in fourth place. Our fellow cowboy somehow managed to get his horse to stick his nose in the finish line.
Gyro disrupted the race?
have something to complain about, Mr. Alien? Normally, you would be disqualified because you disrupted the race with a weapon. I got nothing, really. I won't talk to you anymore. That was the past. We can't do anything now except look to tomorrow. I'm here to make myself feel better, that's all. That's all I wanted to say. Go celebrate with some champagne.
Weren't you supposed to ask him who he was, Mr. Steele?
Huh? Oh, that's right. Hey! Wait! Ugh! What the?
Hey, what is this? Wait a second, that's $500 champagne! Is this to piss me off? Is that not gonna spill out? Oh shit, what the hell's going down? Hey, you! Sit still and that's an order!
It didn't spill.
I feel a little better now. Hey, you wanna come to the next stage, Johnny Joestar?
Of course! I'll show you what I can do!
That's fine, I guess. Lesson 2 is to work those muscles.
Nani?
You ready? For example, if I grab your wrist like this, holding the wrist tightly like this, the muscle will automatically knows how to bend. The flesh instinctively protects the body by wounding the muscle, and that's nature for you. The steel ball will not let you do that. Only on the skin. Control the skin. If the skin is under an unusual situation, the muscle won't act upon it. You wanna try? If you're not scared, that is. In your hand is a revolving cork.
Nani?
That's how you get off a horse. The horse's muscle isn't acting upon it. It won't let it do that. Even if you don't have a weapon, the spinning strength is the weapon. Johnny Joestar, the second stage of the race is a desert crossing with a distance of 1,200 kilometers. It looks tough. Let's wrap this up. It'll be a 1-2 finish. I'll be first, though. Hey, Sheriff! Sheriff, do you have something you want to say to me? Why did you make us return to the racing course in this kind of carriage?
It's not good to have the newspaper reporters around here. Truth is, I don't want a lady here either.
Then what's this about? I'm busy, you know.
I want to talk about some bodies that have been found, Mr. Steele.
What's the condition of the horses? We have horses that can run up to 90 kilometers. At the time, the jockey's eyesight on the ground is 2.5 meters high, and they're flying speeds. What about the race? It's a dangerous sport, you know. The participants all signed a contract knowing that.
Here, this is the place.
Just what the hell is here?
You should be able to see it, Mr. Steele. Right in front of your eyes, sir.
What the hell is this? You're scaring my baddie.
I'm scared!
Return my baddie to the train station! Take her back now! What is this? Who the hell are these people? There are 3 of them!
The guy's name on this side is Mark Baker. The guy on the far side is David Hagen. The guy on the far side is Pocoloco. All 3 of these people were participants in the race. It was reported that their horses were running out in the wild somewhere in this area. The 3 of them were about 2,000th place until about 7,000 to 8,000 meters, and so we questioned the other participants about it, but no one saw anything from the time they fell off their horses to when their horses were found and stopped.
Just what is this? Why'd they die like this? Explain.
The animals? For example, a vulture can drag a human's internal organs out in about 3 seconds flat. But those aren't internal organs, they're rope. There's another problem. There's not a single cougar track in sight. I have no clue how they did this.
How do you know so many animal facts?
You see, I'm a zoophile, Mr. Steele. Anyways, during the race. We don't know who it is, but they did it during the race. I'd say this was a planned murder to knock them off their horses and out of the race. Yet, no one saw a thing, even though 3,000 people were racing side by side with the others. So one saw a thing.
Don't say something stupid like that. Why do you think that they did it?
Judging from the evidence, it is already clear to me. The suspect is within your participants. A possible motive is for the $50 million prize money and to raise their rankings in the race. If that's the case, the culprit is still in the race. Anyone who interferes will be taken out for the sake of winning.
Steel ball run!
I was thinking... The suspect is within your participants. For the sake of this investigation, I highly suggest postponing the race for a little bit.
But that means... fuck. For something like this, to interrupt my race. The race will continue as normal. It's too late. Everyone involved in this already putting everything they've got into winning. Not even the president has control of it anymore. Postponing this is impossible.
I figured you'd say something like that. That's why I requested that Mountain Tim pursue all potential suspects.
What's wrong? The horses are acting strange.
Must be because Mountain Tim has arrived. He's a mysterious fellow. The horses always pay their respects to him.
Nani?
Eh? When did he...
Flowers. Are you actually married? It's a shame.
Thank you!
Mountain Tim, that's my wife! What's with him taking this request? I mean, he's a legendary cowboy, and even a candidate to win. Just in today's race, he came in 4th place!
Allow me to explain. Not only is he a very good friend of mine, but a reliable one at that. All the way from northern Montana to the southern part of Texas. He's collected rewards pursuing men all over the Great West.
But he's a participant in the race.
Yes, of course. That's why he's important. Once the second stage of the race begins, there's a high probability that it will be targeted by the suspect. It'll only be to our benefit if he's pursued. He'll be the new sheriff's assistant, if that's alright with you, Mr. Steele.
What's this fury I'm feeling all of a sudden? So much I think was present during the race. Don't worry, feel at ease. I can't possibly win this race now. In this race, I have many friends who are also participating. But up until now, I've never seen anything like this before. Such a killing method. However, I have heard a legend about similar deaths. There's an old Indian legend that tells about a spot where a shooting star fell somewhere in the Arizona desert. There lies tainted soil. It is said that anything that touches the spot will suddenly be able to pull out mysterious power from its own. At the same time, though, evil spirits will call out a curse upon them. None of the natives on the land will stand foot there. One day, a white man looking for the emerald ore stepped into the spot and started to come home. It is said afterwards he began to kill others in a similar fashion. And afterwards, as if possibly realizing his own sinfulness, he shot himself.
But if he died, he's obviously not the suspect. Which makes me wonder, if you really are going to keep this up for the investigation, how do you plan to find the suspect? Do you intend to keep an eye out for aliens?
The first thing to do is follow these footprints. These ones. In these, the berserk nature of the run is clearly visible, and in the center there's a very distinguishable mountain-shaped mark.
But that still doesn't make it evidence!
No, it most certainly does. The horse probably went out of control after seeing human blood. And judging from the nature of the rider, it's probably someone who's used to being in the desert. There's a bottle laying over by the victim. Have you checked it out, Sheriff? There's something inside there, covered in blood.
A button? Is it a button from a piece of clothing? What the? He pulled it off.
Excellent work, Mountain Tim.
Nani?
The thing from the bottle.
I wonder what sort of connection this has with the murder method. This is a button from the jeans of the victim, but why would it come off? Or more importantly, how could it possibly get inside the bottle? I don't claim to know the answer, however. One thing is certain. It's very dangerous for the killer to let such an important piece of evidence fall into our hands.
The second stage is scheduled to start in 5 minutes. Participants, please line yourselves at the starting line. What about the one that just flew by here? Just remember that the penalties will still be given, so be careful. The goal will be upon reaching Monument Valley after crossing a distance of 1,200 kilometers. All participants are allowed to freely choose their own route through the desert, how many miles they wish to travel per day, and even to which lodgings they wish to stay at, with the exception of requirement of passing through pre-designated checkpoints. Finally, if for some reason a player is forced to retire in the middle of the race, their respective numbers will be displayed as flags over the route. Covered wagons filled with medics and referees will be following the race at a distance behind. Now, these medics have a large supply of things like water, foods, and medicine on them, and will not hesitate to dispense them if requested. Do keep in mind though, any players that do so will be immediately retired from the race.
Gyro, this stage's top candidate seems to be Sandman. Even in the gambling arena, he's the most popular. What do you think of that?
What about me?
Sucks for you. By the way, I'm the 6th most popular racer. You're only number 9 because of your penalty. If you wouldn't have gotten that, I'm sure you'd be pretty popular.
Those people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Anyway, you look at it, this article is written by some idiot everyday person. No one should take it seriously.
But if Sandman takes the prize again this time, his total points will be 200, and he will have accumulated 2 hours in time bonuses. If that happens, he'll have an overwhelming advantage over anyone else for the rest of the race. That's really what we've got to keep from happening.
I wonder, can he run over 100 kilometers in one day?
I'm afraid so. And to make matters worse, Sandman is from the Arizona desert, so geographically, he's on his home turf. That guy over there, Mountain Tim, is just about as popular and a huge candidate for this time around.
But look at that weird thing he's wearing. Makes me want to trample all over it. Right there, while it's on his head, I want to trample right on it.
Mountain Tim is a cowboy, so he should have poor short-range abilities. Yet then again, he was following us pretty well yesterday. We couldn't even hear the sound of the hooves of his horse made. So without us knowing, he followed us all the way to the end and then passed us up at the last second.
I think it's because that weird hat he wears. Haven't you noticed it? No?
Gyro, this stage, I think it's going to turn into a battle over the water holes. How far people can continue on this route must depend on how far they can go without running out of water. In 1875, just when this land had barely become a part of the United States of America, there was an incident that involved the death of an entire army unit, the 26th Cavalry. It wasn't because of a war or accident, though because during that year, all the known water holes dried up. As they wandered through the desert looking for an alternative source of water, they noticed that the temperature was steadily rising. It was already well above 500 Celsius, and quickly nearing 60 Celsius as they continued through the area. Eventually, they all died of dehydration, but before that, small fissures and cracks spread across their own dried up clay-like eyeballs, and they all went blind. Blind, they continued to wander aimlessly through the infinite desert, slowly being roasted to death by the sun. Here's the indicators of water holes according to the map. From the starting point, we should head north, and after traveling 50 kilometers a day, we should hit the first water hole. If we stray from this and happen to get lost in the desert, the thing we'll really be retiring from is life itself. Also, I can't forget about what I have in my hand. This cork. Just what do I have to do to get it to start revolving?
It's now only 30 seconds until we start. Alright, it's just an instant. The second stage shall truly begin. There is no track laid along the race path, so the train will go ahead to the next checkpoint. They say that the hot air balloon can only follow to the Colorado River. Diego Brando has pushed up his goggles. Pocoloco, as usual, has his many sacks packed up and ready. Let's go! Start! The 10 o'clock fireworks are firing up into the air right on time. He's flying! It's Gyro! It's Gyro! It's Gyro! It's Gyro! It's Gyro!
Just like the first stage, he went flying by on his own, just like that. All the horses following him were clustered in his dust.
At any rate, it seems like Gyro plans to complete this second stage with a solo run.
Oh. Can he really take all 1,200 kilometers on his own? Fuck! What the hell is wrong with this guy? I'm coming after him! I'm coming after you!
Oh wait, Gyro! What is this? He's changing course. He's completely changing his course. So he wasn't just flying go ahead, he was picking out a completely different route.
What the hell?
Gyro is heading straight into the desert. It looks like he's aiming to cut across the entire wasteland. Does he plan to ignore the first waterhole altogether? At this angle, a waterhole won't be visible for another 150 kilometers or so.
What the hell are you doing, Gyro? At least give me some reason for all this speed!
What? We have other rivals in the race doing the same thing. Wanna come with? This is the shortest way. This way, we'll bust all of them. Even Sandman.
Oh, now it looks like Gyro isn't the only one crossing through the desert. He's gained a follower. I can see his number. His name is Mrs. Robinson.
Steel ball run!
Who is that person? There's some weird things hanging from his ears, but I can't see them all too well. So far, this route has been filled with nothing but weirdos. I can see his number, so according to the list, he must be that Mrs. Robinson guy. The distance between us looks to be about 150 horse lengths. Hey Gyro, we're 6 hours from the starting point, and according to this map, we should be reaching the top about now. As long as we've been heading in the right direction the entire time, that means at the very worst, it should only be about another 80 kilometers before we can get our hands on some fresh water. I just want to make sure we're on the right trail, just to be on the safe side. Because if we go that way, there'll be no way we'll be able to ride over those mountains, right? According to this map.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's perfect. We're on the right trail, absolutely, maybe.
Huh? What did you say just now? Hold on a second. Right then it sounded like you muttered maybe. Maybe?
Don't worry about it. Of course we're going the right way. The weather balloon is following us, so that means we're following the map. Certainly.
What was that? Certainly? It's 80 kilometers from the waterhole. If we deter even a little bit from the route, we run the risk of death. What if I'm trying to figure out whether or not you know anything about the desert? Get me!
That's what I've been saying. We're fine, crybaby. We've got nothing to worry about in this place. More importantly, how are your revolutions coming up? That cork exercise I taught you about. Don't tell me you forgot. Nani?
Huh? You almost got slimed, twin.
I know. FR for real. I think it's from someone in front of us. Tis PMO.
Gyro? You're... here?
Nani?
Oh! Ahead of us! Whatever it is, it's coming from ahead of us! Shit! I've been cut! Something keeps cutting on my arm! That guy! He's running parallel to us!
What the hell is he doing? Is he shooting something? He must be trying to interfere with our progress.
Calm down, Gyro. The direction of these attacks seems strange, since they're coming from our front. He must be hiding in the shadows of the cliffs or something. Hey, try not to have your horse make any sudden movements. Hey Gyro, aren't these cactus needles? How familiar are you with the desert? Because I think I remember hearing stories of a type of cactus that's able to shoot out its needles. They're called cola. Whenever an animal or something draws close to it, as a response to the vibrations in the air, the needles will pop out from the plant. It's because the cola carry their seeds in the needles, I think. Huck! Puh! Shit! Those have to be the cola. It looks like there are a whole bunch growing around here.
So, then who's the one at fault here? Us for trampling through the cactus area, or the jerks that set up this trap in the first place?
I don't know. It can't be. In order to launch the needles of the cola, you'd have to be in extremely close range. You couldn't even shoot a rifle from over there. Whatever it was that hit us, to think that they were actually aiming for us just isn't possible.
But if they had a motive, it'd be totally possible. A competitor that isn't worried about receiving a penalty from the weather balloon referee, but is trying to get us removed from the process. Probably someone from the first stage. And now he's already trying to attack us like this.
He's turning around, but I still can't tell if that's really the one targeting us or not.
Shit. And it's distance escaping us. Damn it! This is bad, Johnny! We're in a dangerous position! I need my steel ball! Run, Johnny!
I got it! I'm running! Cut off! Impossible! It cut straight through my reins! Too accurate! Whoa!
Johnny Joestar, hurry up and get back on your horse! This has all been intent from the very start.
Just keep going! There's blood in my eyes, but the eyeball itself is alright! Go on, I said! I know I promised to cross the goal line with you, but remember, we're still rivals. You have to concentrate on getting out of this place. A race is a race, even if you're black. There's no reason for you to wait for me. I'll catch up with you after I wipe up my blood!
Are you fucking high? Got it. We're both rivals. So I'll head on onwards.
Yeah! Go!
The direction I'll be heading in, though, is towards that son of a bitch.
That... If you use that, you'll be disqualified from the race! Besides, we don't even have any evidence that he's a criminal. You already got a warning for interference. If you mess up again, there won't be a next time. Is it really okay for you to give it all up now, so early? Even though you could easily continue forwards. Did the steel ball connect?
One time in a small village in the desert, there was a scuffle that soon turned into something much more bloody. The leader of the duel was purposely chained to the cactus with the intent that he would die a slow crow death. And afterwards, the cactus placed a curse on that dead man. He was brought back from the dead to be a slave to revenge, avenging a grudge that would never be resolved. I continued to exist there in that village, but in order to separate myself from the others, I used a special technique on my body. To make myself unstoppable, I started to raise insects within myself. These insects have completely surrounded all of you. It's the high-speed pressure these insects give off while flying that causes the cola to freely shoot off their needles. Now that I've told you my secret, it's time to finish you off. Take this! I will not allow anyone in this race to run ahead of me!
Bow ride. Finally, someone who thinks the same way I do. You think you could just throw my steel balls to the ground and forget about them? My precious balls. I might not be as accurate in aiming as you, but the vibrations of the revolutions are still synced up with you. Now, they're just traveling across the ground below you. You just made your own escape impossible.
Nani?
Mommy!
That is Mrs. Robinson's. Hello? This isn't the one. The murder I've been following has a completely different design in their horseshoes, but I'm certain I'm on the right trail. The horseshoes I'm looking for have indeed passed through here about 30 minutes ago.